Beyond the blue domes, Greece's island secrets. Yassas, fellow travelers, and welcome. I'm Alex, and I'm thrilled you're joining me today. So many of us dream of the Greek islands, and often that dream has a very specific, beautiful image, the iconic blue domes and caldera views of Santorini. And while Santorini is undeniably breathtaking, a jewel in the Aegean, there's a whole constellation of other Greek islands, each with its own unique charm and story just waiting to be discovered. These are the places a little further from the spotlight, where the rhythm of life feels a bit more traditional, a bit more local. Today, we're venturing beyond those famous postcards. We're setting sail to explore some of the Aegean's lesser-known but no less captivating island gems. Think of it as stepping through a back door into a Greece that's rich in authentic experiences, where ancient history whispers on the sea breeze and the welcome is as warm as the Mediterranean sun. We'll wander through ancient ruins, relax on pristine beaches, savor local flavors, and connect with the vibrant cultures that make these islands so special. So, grab your virtual sun hat, perhaps a glass of ouzo if you're feeling festive, and get ready for an exciting and informative journey. We're about to uncover the magic of Naxos, Paros, Milos, Sifnos, and Folegandros islands that offer a different, perhaps even deeper, taste of Greek island life. I promise you, by the end of our trip, you'll have a whole new list of dream destinations. Let's go exploring. Naxos, where history meets the horizon. Our first stop is the magnificent island of Naxos, the largest and greenest of the Cyclades. The imposing Portara, a massive marble gateway, greets you as you arrive. This structure has watched over the harbour for over 2,500 years. Naxos isn't just about beautiful beaches. It's an island steeped in history and mythology. They say this is where Theseus abandoned Ariadne after she helped him slay the Minotaur. Standing there at sunset, you can almost feel those ancient stories come alive. Venturing inland, you'll discover a surprisingly diverse landscape. Naxos boasts fertile valleys, high mountains, and a sense of agricultural richness. This fertility is key to its character. You'll see groves of olive trees, vineyards, and fields of the famous Naxian potatoes. The islanders have a deep connection to their land, and it shows in their produce and their pride. It's this connection that gives Naxos a feeling of self-sufficiency and authenticity that I find incredibly appealing. The Kora itself is a fascinating labyrinth of Venetian and Cycladic architecture. Get lost in the Castro, the old Venetian castle district, with its narrow, winding alleys, stone archways, and coats of arms adorning ancient doorways. It feels like stepping back into the medieval era when Venetian dukes ruled the Aegean. Within these walls, you'll find charming little shops, quiet courtyards, and perhaps a friendly cat sunning itself on a warm stone. It's a place to wander without a map, letting curiosity be your guide, and discovering hidden corners that whisper tales of centuries past. But Naxos is also blessed with some of the most spectacular beaches in all of Greece. Think long stretches of golden sand lapped by crystal-clear turquoise waters. Agios Georgios, right near the Chora, is convenient and family-friendly. Further south, you'll find Plaka, a seemingly endless expanse of soft sand perfect for long walks, and Mikri Vigla, a paradise for windsurfers and kite surfers thanks to the reliable Meltemi winds. There's a beach for every taste here, from organized stretches with sunbeds and tavernas to more secluded coves where you can find your own patch of paradise. One of my favorite things to do on Naxos is to rent a small car or scooter and explore the island's interior, heading up into the mountains. Here you'll find traditional villages like Apiranthos, often called the Marble Village because of its marble-paved streets and buildings. Paros, Cycladic charm and azure adventures. Paros, often overshadowed by Naxos and Mykonos, is a gem in its own right. Whitewashed villages, vibrant bougainvillea and picturesque harbours define its charm. Parikia, the bustling capital, is home to the historic Panagia Ekatontopiliani. Naousa, with its enchanting harbour and Venetian fortress, is a must-visit. Don't miss Lefkis, a peaceful retreat with stunning views and traditional charm. Our next island adventure takes us to Milos, an island that truly stands apart in the Cyclades, largely due to its extraordinary volcanic geology. This is the island that gave the world the Venus de Milo, one of the most famous statues of antiquity, discovered here in 1820. But Milos offers so much more than just that iconic connection. It's a place of dramatic landscapes, uniquely colorful beaches, and a palpable sense of ancient history. As you approach by sea, you'll immediately notice the striking rock formations and the varied hues of the cliffs, a testament to its fiery origins. The most famous and perhaps most photographed spot on Milos is Sarakiniko Beach. And beach is almost an understatement. It's more like a lunar landscape. Smooth, bone-white volcanic rocks have been sculpted by wind and waves into surreal flowing shapes, creating a dazzling contrast with the deep blue of the Aegean. There are no sunbeds or umbrellas here, just the pure, stark beauty of nature. Exploring its coves, swimming in the clear waters, or simply marveling at the otherworldly scenery is an unforgettable experience. It feels like you've landed on another planet, but Sarakiniko is just the beginning of Milos's coastal wonders. The island boasts over 70 beaches, each with its own unique character, often defined by the colors of its cliffs and sands, a direct result of the mineral-rich volcanic soil. You have Papafragas, with its sea caves and a narrow slit of sand between towering cliffs. Firiplaka, a long sandy beach backed by striking pink, red and yellow cliffs. And Sigrado, a secluded cove accessible by a rope and ladder. For the more adventurous, renting a boat or taking a boat tour around the island is highly recommended to truly appreciate the diversity and beauty of its coastline. One of the absolute highlights of any trip to Milos is a visit to Kleftiko. These towering white rock formations, riddled with caves and arches, rise majestically from the turquoise sea on the island's southwestern tip. Once a hideout for pirates, the name Kleftiko means thieves' place. Today, it's a paradise for swimmers, snorkelers, and explorers. Most boat trips will anchor here, allowing you to swim through the caves, marvel at the incredible geology, and soak in the sheer beauty of the place. It's a truly magical spot, one that will linger in your memory long after you've left. Beyond its dramatic coastline, Milos has a rich and fascinating history. The island was an important center of obsidian trade in the Neolithic period and flourished during the Bronze Age. You can visit the ancient city of Philokopi, one of the most significant prehistoric settlements in the Aegean. And of course, there's the site where the Venus de Milo was found, near the ancient Roman theatre, which itself offers stunning views over the sea. Exploring these sites, you get a real sense of the island's deep historical roots. Don't miss the catacombs of Milos, near the village of Tripiti. Our next island adventure takes us to Milos, an island that truly stands apart in the Cyclades, largely due to its extraordinary volcanic geology. This is the island that gave the world the Venus de Milo, one of the most famous statues of antiquity, discovered here in 1820. But Milos offers so much more than just that iconic connection. It's a place of dramatic landscapes, uniquely colorful beaches, and a palpable sense of ancient history. The most famous and perhaps most photographed spot on Milos is Sarakiniko Beach. And beach is almost an understatement. It's more like a lunar landscape. Smooth, bone-white volcanic rocks have been sculpted by wind and waves into surreal, flowing shapes, creating a dazzling contrast with the deep blue of the Aegean. It feels like you've landed on another planet. One of the absolute highlights of any trip to Milos is a visit to Kleftiko. These towering white rock formations, riddled with caves and arches, rise majestically from the turquoise sea on the island's southwestern tip. Once a hideout for pirates, the name Kleftiko means thieves' place. Today, it's a paradise for swimmers, snorkelers, and explorers. Most boat trips will anchor here, allowing you to swim through the caves, marvel at the incredible geology, and soak in the sheer beauty of the place. It's a truly magical spot, one that will linger in your memory long after you've left. Our journey now takes us to Sifnos, an island that has quietly gained a reputation as a haven for food lovers and those who appreciate understated elegance and traditional craftsmanship. Sifnos isn't an island that shouts for attention, it whispers, inviting you to discover its subtle charms. It's known for its exceptional cuisine, its beautifully preserved Cycladic architecture, its thriving pottery tradition, and its extensive network of ancient hiking trails. For me, Sifnos is a place where you can truly savor the good life, Greek style. Sifnos is famously the birthplace of Nikolaos Tselementes, the early 20th century chef whose cookbook revolutionized Greek cuisine, standardizing recipes and introducing French culinary techniques. His legacy lives on, and Sifnos is rightly proud of its gastronomic heritage. You'll find an abundance of excellent tavernas and restaurants across the island, many serving local Sifnian specialties. One must-try dish is revidada, a slow-cooked chickpea stew traditionally baked overnight in a clay pot. Another is mastello, lamb or goat, slow-cooked with red wine and dill. The food here is honest, flavorful, and deeply satisfying. The villages of Sifnos are among the most beautiful in the Cyclades. Apollonia, the island's capital, is a vibrant cluster of whitewashed houses, churches, and charming squares spread across several hilltops. It's a delightful place to wander, with its narrow, winding streets, stylish boutiques, and lively cafes and bars. Nearby Artemonas is quieter, more aristocratic, with neoclassical mansions and beautiful gardens. And then there's Castro, the ancient capital, a fortified medieval village perched dramatically on a cliff overlooking the sea, its outer houses forming the castle walls. Exploring Castro is like stepping into a fairy tale. Sifnos has a long and distinguished tradition of pottery, thanks to its rich clay deposits. For centuries, Sifnian potters have been renowned throughout Greece for their skill. You'll find pottery workshops scattered across the island, particularly in coastal villages like Kamares, the port, and Varthi. It's fascinating to watch the artisans at work, shaping the clay on their wheels, and you can purchase beautiful handcrafted ceramics, from traditional cooking pots to contemporary decorative items. Taking home a piece of Sifnian pottery is like taking home a piece of the island's soul. For those who love to walk, Sifnos is a paradise. The island is crisscrossed by an extensive network of well-maintained ancient footpaths known as monopatia. These trails, once the primary means of getting around the island, connect villages, remote chapels, ancient sites, and beautiful beaches. Hiking on Sifnos is a wonderful way to experience its diverse landscapes, from terraced hillsides dotted with olive groves to rugged coastlines with breathtaking sea views. Our final island destination is Folegandros, a small, rugged, and utterly captivating island that offers a more off-the-beaten-path experience. If you're looking to escape the crowds and immerse yourself in dramatic natural beauty and a profoundly serene atmosphere, Folegandros might just be your perfect Greek island. It's an island of stark contrasts, wild, windswept landscapes, towering cliffs plunging into the deep blue sea, and a surprisingly charming and picturesque main village, the Chora. It's a place that feels remote and wonderfully unspoiled. The first thing that strikes you about Folegandros is its dramatic topography. This is not a gentle, rolling island. It's characterized by steep cliffs, rocky terrain, and a sense of untamed wilderness. The views, particularly from the northern and eastern coasts, are simply breathtaking. The island is relatively small, only about 12 kilometers long, which makes it easy to explore, yet it feels vast due to its ruggedness. This dramatic landscape is a huge part of its allure, attracting those who appreciate raw, natural beauty. The heart and soul of Folegandros is its Chora, one of the oldest and most picturesque traditional villages in the Cyclades. Perched precariously on the edge of a 200-meter cliff, it's a stunning sight. The Chora is a car-free labyrinth of whitewashed houses, narrow stone-paved alleys, and charming squares shaded by plane trees. Within the Chora is the Castro, a medieval Venetian settlement built in the 13th century where the outer walls of the houses form a defensive perimeter. Walking through the Castro with its tiny interconnected houses feels like stepping back centuries. One of the most iconic features of Folegandros is the beautiful church of Panachia, situated on a hilltop high above the Chora. A zigzagging white path leads up to the church, and the walk, especially at sunset, is an unforgettable experience. The views from the church grounds are simply spectacular, encompassing the Chora, the rugged coastline, and the vast expanse of the Aegean Sea. The church itself, with its gleaming white walls and blue dome, is a beacon of tranquility and a symbol of the island. Folegandros offers a wonderfully serene atmosphere. It's not an island of bustling resorts or organized tourist activities. Instead, it's a place to slow down, to disconnect, and to simply be. The pace of life is unhurried. You can spend your days exploring the Chora, hiking the ancient donkey paths that crisscross the island, discovering secluded beaches, or simply sitting in a cafe in one of the Cora's squares, watching the world go by. It's an island that encourages contemplation and relaxation. And so our journey through some of Greece's hidden island gems comes to a close. From the historical grandeur of Naxos and the Cycladic charm of Paros to the volcanic wonders of Milos, the culinary delights of Sifnos and the dramatic serenity of Folegandros, I hope you've enjoyed this glimpse beyond the familiar blue domes. These islands, each with its own unique personality, offer such rich and diverse experiences for the curious traveller. They remind us that there's always more to discover, more back doors to explore. If you've enjoyed traveling with me today and you're inspired to seek out these authentic corners of the world, please do consider subscribing to the channel. Your support truly means the world to me. It's what allows me to continue sharing these adventures, to keep exploring, and to bring these beautiful places to your screen. Every like, every comment, every subscription helps more than you know, and I'm so grateful to have you as part of this travel community. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this virtual trip has sparked your imagination and perhaps even planted the seed for your own Greek island adventure. Which of these islands called out to you the most? Or do you have another favorite hidden Greek island that you think others should know about? I'd love to hear your thoughts and travel experiences in the comments below. Until next time, keep on traveling, and may your journeys be filled with joy and discovery.